and if it comes back to you, then you'll know? Yet how complex can it really get? At times revealing the truth to our illusions, in which continues to gain power, devouring the truth, which empowers our roots. I mean, love is what got us here, but yet it still remains unclear, at least here. See, we're not too far off the vertex, showing love through text. Seriously, what's next?
Come on.
Since love has lost the upgrade with no update, there ain't no kite to avoid things on Skype like the evident misinterpretation of love. Love. The heart of a mortal similar to a soaked sponge with the ability to absorb all the graffiti that is painted on it. Allow me to explain the simplicity alongside the complicity of our universal need with my paradoxical poetic flow by giving you my cover of reason in a poetic show. See, we at times are blinded by deceit and afraid of truth, living our lives trying to figure out the impossible in a bunch of worldly falsified news.
Come on.
Just another example of how our hearts and minds are manipulated too. Your mind plummets into your chest cavity, now you think love exists. GPS guide bound to miscalculate fate. And it's true, sometimes we lose. Lacking the knowledge, we develop ignorance, pursuing love too early at times, like an early buy and foreclosure not too far behind. And simply saying is simply feeling, but somehow we make love more complex than the four-letter word itself, a greater factor than wealth. The ability to never know and just do is what our generation is accustomed to. Big Bang Theory. The simplicity in knowing as to the complicity and understanding. We use these words trying to fill our minds to think we know the deepest emotions and how they conduct themselves. Like an ocean swallowing up a Titanic of truth. Something like your expectations swallowing you. Not far off the abuse your mind has with your heart, and when love takes over, love stuck, eternal glue. Our love is artificial, an imitation of what love was created to be. Yet we try to understand something none of us could express effortlessly. Many definitions, all yet far from one. I know he sees the simplicity in what it means to love for eternity. Do we? Doubtfully.
Come on.
We allow it to seem like a synonym to lust, burning the hearts of the reliable, or not. Love may seem similar to color, no pleasant surprise at times. You turn the knob, not open doors, to view how far love, like rainbows, could soar to more unpleasant sights beyond the flights, like a beautiful disaster. Empty hearts mandate more pain, its obligation to endure hurt and burnt by mysteries. The past, cheating on the future for the moment. Simple yet complex, leaves your mind twisted and twined, manipulated, confined to look at the vivid colors at times on each character's spine, controlling the thoughts of the mind, a plague on mankind. Obstinate truth. Love is a warrior yet rebellious at times, no borderline to confine or define. Indeed, for hurtful words could not even fully devour the most complex emotion known to mankind. Love. Dare you and I flirt with such an emotion that's left its mark like a perfectly created being in a biblical sense? Love, like a stocking, never knowing when you'll find a hole. I speak love today because of why we exist, what we've created love to be, and what it actually means for eternity. Why we continue to live and why we find love simple yet complex and at times lose interest in love's intentions. The best. From a creator who barely had rest just to show you and I what love truly meant, and the rest. It can never be exaggerated, yet you and I can never fully get it. An adventure we try to find or forget it. It's an eternal and internal truth of mankind. Love is worth the fine and the fine. It is simple yet complex, but in my mind there's only one love that builds the rest. Guess.
Amen.